Hey everybody, it is July 17th, 2024. This is Mike Weiner, another episode of NRG this week. I do not have Leon Thomas, my partner here. I wish Leon the best. We do have a great guest. I'm going to talk about a big event coming up before we bring our NRG member out today. We've got the Fall Extravaganza. It's going to be Friday, September 7th. 2024, 1 to 4 Eastern. It will be on my Zoom, 367-333-9689, no password. And it's coming up soon. We are excited to have you there. We're going to have a keynote speaker yet to be determined. We've got 7 sponsors. We added 3 more in the last day. And if you're interested in that, please reach out to me by phone, 443-756-9656, or by email. You can call me or text me. Email mike@networkreferralgroup.com. We've had a lot of new meetings open up in England and Seattle, South Carolina, Ohio. If you're looking for 3 referrals at your first meeting, and then once you join, I will blow your phone up with 23. So excited to have Ellen here. She is from New York. She's in our Dallas NRG group. She is very unique. I've never had anyone like her in NRG. And I'd like to bring Ellen out to NRG this week. So, Ellen, how are you on this hot but beautiful sunny day here in Maryland? You're up in New York. Are you getting the same kind of hot weather up there?
I'm in New York and we're about 105 degrees. It's
Wow.
crazy. It is crazy. It's making my hair frizz.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's been a heat wave in Maryland. It's supposed to end tomorrow, mid 80s, lows in the 50s and 60s by the weekend. So, Ellen, great to have you here. You and I have known each other a short time. I'm going to have you take about 2, 3 minutes on each question. Take 2 or 3 minutes. Tell us about your company and what you do, because I think it's amazing. You're the only one I've ever had in 24 and a half years. That's unbelievable. But take 2 minutes, tell our audience a little bit about your company.
Okay. Well, oh God, the love of food basically is it. People lovingly call me a healthy lifestyle coach because I love to focus on the healthier aspect of eating. I represent a company for the past 25 years that offers seasoning, sauces, and simple instructions to get meals done quickly. So we always did in-home food tastings, and I've done talks in offices and booths at street fairs, community outreach, just spreading the word about making mealtime simple. Because so many people, especially families, busy working families that are juggling so much, mealtime is the most stressful part of people's lives. So I just love empowering people to know how to get mealtime done quickly. And as I said, I focus on the healthier aspect of things and meal planning also. Planning is super important.
Ellen, people work very hard. Sometimes they don't have time to prepare, they go through the fast food. What are a couple of benefits of eating healthy? I mean, we know some of the basic things to maybe avoid things like diabetes and things like that, but what are some of the long-term ramifications, big word, of eating healthy decade after decade? And how do you help bring that to the literally to the dining room table for folks? You know?
Definitely to the table. If I can tell you a couple of stories, I think that'll help just put this totally into place.
Sure.
About 15 years ago, I went for a checkup and my doctor said, "You're pre diabetic. You need medication." And diabetes ran both sides of my family straight up everywhere, my siblings. And and I told the doctor, I don't want medication. I'll see you in 12 weeks. And he was trying to encourage me to take medication. And I said, no, we're going to do it my way. And I went back to him 12 weeks later, and I was totally fine. My blood sugar was fine. Everything was fine. And I've never had a diabetes issue since then in 15 years. And initially, it was just making the change of pulling sugar out of my diet. And then about 12 years ago, I had another health issue come up and I made more dietary changes. And I've never had those symptoms again. So I'm just talking me personally, but
Right.
I can talk me personally, and also a family member of mine was born 27 years ago with allergies, severe allergies, and just seeing the importance of food. What you can eat, what you can't eat, what to eat more of. And I always found that when you eat more of something, you don't want the other things. So it's not like you're cutting things out; you're just eating more of the good stuff. So, I mean, eating healthy, all right, people look at me, and I've had this conversation with a dear friend a few minutes ago, even. What? Ellen, you're 65? Yes, I'm 65. And, yes, I believe in eating well. And I also believe in, your lifestyle and your attitude and exercising and moving. I have a small exercise accountability group where every day all we do is type the word done. So we know that we moved in some which way during the day. So so basically it's your lifestyle, it's what you eat, it's your attitude, it all falls into place.
Awesome. That's awesome. I love that you told the doctor, I'll be back in 12 weeks, and you didn't succumb to his pressure. You went out. It sounds like you took sugar out, you exercised more. Um, I think that's amazing. I think that's amazing. When someone reaches out to you, Ellen, talk about you, the person. I know you. I think you're very charismatic, very energetic. I've seen you at networking meetings with me. What does someone get when they get Ellen from New York? What is some of the values that you bring to the table? I'm not even doing it on purpose, but what are the values you bring to the table that someone wants to work with you? And I know I love you've been doing this, what, 20 plus years?
Yep, 25.
25. So what is someone, Joe calls you, they see NRG this week, whether it's today or on the YouTube channel in a month or a year. What do they get when they call Ellen and they say, Ellen, I want to work with you. My doctor said blah, 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 blah. And I want to work with you because I don't want to be diabetic or something like that.
Okay. Well, what they get is me who cares, who listens. I've been known to research things with people. Yes, I do have a health coach certification, but that that doesn't give me the license to totally coach somebody, tell somebody. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a dietitian. I'm not a doctor. A lot of what I talk about, I can talk about from experience, from things that have happened to me or things that have happened to other people. I research things with people. I'll let them know, okay, from looking at, being pre diabetic, if your doctor says you're pre diabetic, what guidance has your doctor given you? And then we can talk from there. And, there are things that I get to, pull together for them. I can pull together recipes. I've co-created an ebook that's a gift with purchase with a selection of our seasonings that all the recipes in there are free of dairy, free of gluten, free of all grains, free of added sugar. And there's a lot of health tips in there too. So that's one thing that people can get. But when they get me, they get somebody who is going to empower them, to guide them, to support them, to educate. And I'm not there to tell someone what to do. If somebody wants to, work with me, yes, of course they can. I'll just give you just one client story. She had reached out to me and she said, I am sick of takeout and fast food. I'm sick of these extra pounds I'm carrying around. Can you help me? I said, okay, let's talk. So we met, we talked about what she wanted to accomplish, the challenges that she had with lunchtime at work. That was a tough one for her. And then she lived by herself, so trying to figure out what to have for dinners. So we met, we talked about, the seasonings, the favorite seasonings that we offer, some recipes. And then we ended up meeting again. She had purchased the seasonings and some groceries because we decided on some meals that we would prep for the freezer. So what that is, it's just seasoning things up, seasoning your meat up, putting it in the freezer so you know it's there to pull out, defrost, and cook. And we did that. And she ended up with a month's worth of lunches and dinners in her freezer that all she was doing was pulling out, defrosting, and cooking. And she loved it so much that she was inviting her family, like her sister, her aunt, her grandmother, over to do this with us. So throughout a 1 year time, we just got together and we prepped meals together for the freezer, and we empowered them to know what to do too. So now whenever she needs a seasoning refill, she'll just pop on my website and order things that she wants. But she's been empowered to know how to do this. And at the end of a year, she reached out to me and she goes, "Holy cow, I'm down 24 pounds. I have saved $1,500 in lunches, and
Wow.
I am forever thrilled about this." And then one of my other clients she's a realtor, and she was out showing houses nights and weekends, but her family still needed to eat. So we started doing these meal prep workshops together. So we'd get together, our clients would get their seasonings, they would get a grocery list, they would bring their meats. We would season things up together to go home with them for the freezer. And she was doing this with me for like 15 years. And even at COVID time, we were doing it on Zoom, and we still are doing it on Zoom. And now she totally knows what to do. So now she gets to shop for meat when they're on sale, right? Buy a bunch of it, season it up, and have different meals in the freezer. So my clients are saving money because they're thinking ahead, they're planning ahead, they're eating healthier, they're not eating out as much. And there's a lot of value in planning ahead. So
It's awesome.
that's
That is
it.
amazing. All right, so I'm gonna real quick for Leon. I do want to talk about he's got Racquetball Revival. He works with kids. I can't remember the ages, 7 to 60. I think he's got over 70 folks in his class right now, and he's doing some amazing things, teaching them racquetball, teaching them life's lessons. So really, really good stuff. I'm going to ask you one more question, Ellen, then we're going to take a commercial break. I'm going to dig into that word empower on the other side of the commercial. I want to get your best testimonial ever. And I want to know what your hottest seasoning is. So just kind of seducing the audience a little bit. But tell me about you came to NRG, you were referred a couple months back. I remember you being there. You joined right away after the meeting. You were excited. It was a great meeting. We gave you 3 referrals. You knew you were going to get 23. There's a lot of people out and they've never been to a networking group. They don't even know what it is, or they've been through another one that was not successful. For our viewing audience out there, if you could give a quick, what's your view on NRG? You've been with me a while. I think you're great. I want to get you around visiting even more meetings. That's my one thing. I think you could really, even really benefit. But talk to our audience a little bit about NRG and the unique system we have, and then we'll take a commercial break and we'll be back. So, talk a little bit about NRG if you would. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I came to NRG. A friend had recommended that I come and check it out, and I came and I kind of fell in love with just the whole concept. There was a connection with Mike Weiner, and but just connecting with the people that were in that meeting also. And I just felt the relationships that were already built with so many people between them. And I'm a very big relationship person. Like, I have, I'm in business 25 years, and there are people that I do food tastings with twice a year, the same person hosting. So I'm very big on relationships and friendships. And I felt that whole vibe. And when I left that meeting that day, I said, did I just join a networking group? I was asking myself. And I said, yes. And I'm really proud that I did. And I'm glad. I feel the relationships big time in this organization. And, yes, the friendships that are forming, the relationships, the business partners, it's falling into place. It's happening. It's going to be happening more. But I just see so much positivity in this organization. So I applaud you, Mike, for everything that you've done for this
I appreciate
organization.
it. And you know what? We've gone through a lot of changes. We have a new virtual assistant.
Mhm.
We have Lori Landon now as our director of networking. She's a team captain along with Becky and Holly. We have Linda Grace Farley, who's our new NRG membership advocate. When new members join Ellen, where they're going to kind of follow them the whole year and start doing customer service, make sure they're happy. And I'm going to build a team under Linda that's brand new. And there's more stuff coming. So, if you're watching this today, Ellen is an amazing woman. We've gotten a chance to get to know each other, not just business, but personally, and talk about other things as well. And I think that's really important to be able to develop that friendship, relationship, business relationship. And I think Ellen's one of the friendliest, most outgoing people. She says she's 65. I don't really believe her, guys and gals, but you know, um, we're going to have more with Ellen after the commercial break. So we're going to head off to a commercial break and we will be right back after this to continue NRG this week.
Renting is everything. It's style at your doorstep, off the runway and into your closet. It's every trend you've been dying to try and every designer you've yet to discover. It's wearing it your way every time and making it count everywhere you go. It's never worrying about what to wear because something new is always coming your way. That's why renting is everything. New styles, top designers, all for a flat monthly fee. Start your subscription at renttherunway.com.
Slow roasted over hickory fire and pulled by hand. This is the way pit pork has always been done. Pulled pork lovers, rejoice. The smoky old days are back at the Smoke Shack. From the creative team that brought you The Browning Project and Dead by Morning comes a new thriller that will change the way you look at white-collar crime forever. Falling from the Sky.
Water. It's everywhere. We drink it, we bathe with it, we cook with it. Coffee's made with water. Toilets won't flush without it. It's used for washing clothes, dishes, utensils, pots, pans, floors, and our teeth. Plants and crops need water, animals drink it, and fish need it too. And don't forget, we can have a lot of fun in the water. Water. What will we do without it?
Hey, everybody, NRG this week. We are back talking with Ellen. So, Ellen, I have a question. You use that word empower. Let's dig deeper. When you say someone comes to you, they're overweight, they're pre-diabetic, they're diabetic. How do you go about empowering someone? Do you will it to them? Do you help them see what they can do? Do you give them good advice? What do you empower, take 3 minutes, dig in a little bit deeper. I love that word and your personality. I can see you empowering people. I empower people networking all the time. I love the word. How do you empower your prospects that come to you that have a challenge?
Okay. Well, first of all, I'm going to use a disclaimer that I am not a weight loss program. I'm not a dietitian. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a doctor. So people that I end up talking with, it's interesting because the company that I represent, we're not a weight loss company. And there were some of us within the company that had clients that come to us because we were on the healthy side and they wanted healthy things from us. Like if I post recipes on social media, people want the recipe. People want to know what it is. If I post a picture of a cake, they're not going to really pay attention to me, because that's not what I'm known for. I'm known for the healthier aspect and healthier choices. So in terms of empowering people, yes, I'm going to say that I love having experts in my back pocket. And that's why part of the reason why I love NRG is because I can meet more people who are the experts in their field dealing with major weight loss. Okay, so I know that I can talk to them. But if somebody wants to make those small changes, they want to look a little better in the bathing suit, they want to look a little better in the jeans, they're looking to lose a bit of weight, well, then small changes are going to lead to bigger results. And all somebody needs is to have somebody there that's going to listen to them, that's going to give them recipes, or, do meal prep workshops with them. And it just all makes it simpler for them. I don't tell people what to do. I show them easy tips, and they just pick them up and they want to run with them. Like my friend who started meal prepping with me 15 years ago, right? It's like now she can do it on her own. Another one of my friends, it's like 20 years that she's been doing it with me, but she's not doing it with me anymore because she knows how to do it. So she gets her seasonings and she cooks things up and she does it. So I believe in helping people grow and helping people learn things, but I want people to learn things, but I want them to take ownership of it. So it's not just me teaching them or telling them. I want them to take it on themselves.
Right. Perfect. Love that. What's one of your best testimonials? Have you helped someone drop 150 pounds? Have you helped someone that was super diabetic, that was almost dialysis, kind of come back? What would you say? I want you to highlight one of your, without obviously mentioning their name, which I know you won't, but what's one of your best testimonials, Ellen?
I don't know if I want to say one of my best. I don't know. One of my clients had told me at one of my meal prep workshops, she just looked at me and she said, you don't sell stuff. You are changing lifestyles. And to
I
me,
love that.
that meant like so much to me to hear that. And the other one was my client who I was telling you a little about before, who came to me that she wanted to drop some weight. She wanted to eat better. She was sick of the takeout, the fast food, and the extra pounds. And could I help her? And at the end of that year, it was, holy cow, I'm down 24 pounds. I've saved $1,500 on my lunches. And this is like amazing. I don't even look like that anymore. So, for me to be able to do things like that, I don't think it's something that I did other than empowering and encouraging and guiding them. And that's it.
That's got to make you feel good, though. Changing lifestyles. You don't sell stuff, you change lives. That's got to make you, when you put your head down at the end of the day, you got to feel good about that. You got to feel really good about that.
And what's
All right,
crazy?
so,
another silly thing is that
yeah,
even when I get the text and I get the pictures of, look what I made for dinner tonight. Like those
yeah.
make me happy too when my clients send me pictures of their dinners. So that makes me happy.
All right, I'm gonna one last question.
Sure.
I feel like I'm Oprah Winfrey with this question. What is your hottest seasoning? What is the hottest seasoning, and why do you think that it is?
So the hottest in terms of the most popular that people love,
Yes.
Is we have a major storm going on now.
You have a storm. Yeah, well, it's been like that with the heat wave. You get pop-up storms that come from nowhere.
Major storm. I'm going to say we have a seasoning called garlic, and It is a blend of garlic and onions and chives. And if there are garlic lovers out there, this belongs in your home. Um, if you make, if you use that seasoning to make mashed potatoes and make garlic mashed potatoes, when the seasoning hydrates, it's like chunks of garlic in there. So just imagine mashed potatoes with chunks of garlic, and that's that seasoning. So that is like the ultimate. Like people don't just get one of those; they get like 3 and 4 of them at a time. And my husband did
Wow.
tell me that if we're ever out of that at home, it's grounds for divorce.
Wow. Wow.
Just
Garlic sounds really good. I love garlic bread, which I know is not healthy. So garlic sounds really cool. So Ellen, it has been a pleasure having you on today. I appreciate you being here for NRG this week. Definitely reach out to Ellen. And if you need her, any of her information, you can always reach out to me as well. So that concludes another episode of NRG this week. Look forward to having you here next week. If you need to reach out to me, it's 443-756-9656. Texting me is probably the easiest way because I'm on Zoom most of the time. If you need to email me, it's mike@networkreferralgroup.com. The website is nrg.online. So I want to thank you for being here for another episode of NRG this week. Thank Ellen. I want to thank Jay, our producer. I want to thank my longtime friend, Leon Thomas. We've known each other a minute and a half. And that concludes NRG this week. We will see you next week. Make it a great week. Thank you.